Welcome back to The Big Show. It's Alex Belfield talking to the world's biggest stars and sexy, gorgeous people. Girls allowed? No. We've got McFly. How are you, boys?
Yes.
Wow.
650 girls waiting to see you. How many girls outside my studio? None.
None. I'm sorry about that. Do you want us to lend you some?
Can you tell me what it's like to be attractive?
You should know, man. Come on.
Now, don't patronise me. I've got ginger hair, deeply unattractive, clinically obese. You know this is true.
No, not at all, man. You're a good-looking dude.
How's everything? Oh, thank you. I'd take that as a compliment. McFly think I'm good-looking.
Those two do.
You're not so sure, are you?
I'm not so sure, and I agree with you.
How do you get that hair to do that? I mean, it's about 6 foot tall and it sticks up perfectly.
I took some advice from Jedward. They told me how to do it.
What a life you lead, because when I look at your kind of rise to fame, I've been playing your tracks on the radio for years, and it's kind of cool to play you, and that's a nice place to be. I mean, obviously, it's one of my greatest tunes, and I'm a straight male. This must be remarkable for you.
Oh, it's amazing. It's good to hear, comments like that, because we do get the, you're amazing, and I love you, and you're fit. What about our tunes? You like our tunes? Yeah, we still like your tunes, yeah.
And you're proper musicians. I think that's why you're still here. When I look at other bands who have faded away, they come on and sing and auto-tune themselves, but I mean, you guys really are musical.
Well, I think that's the reason why we're still together and why we want to be together forever, really, because we love what we do. We get to play, our instruments. We get to create the music. We get to be together. We're best friends, and we genuinely love our job. So that's why we're still here.
Tell me about coming on tour to places like Leeds. I mean, the girls are here to have the album signed. Are there any guys to do that? Or?
Yeah, we get quite a lot. More as the years have gone on, it's more and more guys turn up. I mean, when we were younger, it did start with, oh, my boyfriend's come along. He secretly really likes your album. But now, you get groups of guys coming in. So, as we evolve as a band.
Yeah, it's the older you get as well, I think. Because when I wouldn't go and have stuff signed by someone that was 10 years younger than me.
Well, it's really curious, Danny. Tell me about it, because my producer Emma thinks that you're delicious. But the truth of it is you're kind of across several age groups now, because you've come back. So what's the average age of people coming to see you?
I would say it was 16 to 20.
Yeah, it's a real mix. I mean, there's still a few young ones, but it is, our main hardcore is probably around the average age of 15, 16, 17. So I think the fans have kind of grown with us, and we've been very fortunate to have such a loyal fan base.
I'm told you've had a makeover or something. I mean, I don't know what's going on under these clothes, because of course you're all very cold today, and I hear there's muscles now and there's definition, and you're all looking gorgeous.
The muscly one's on that end of the lineup at the moment.
Oh, really?
No. Well, we whilst we were away recording the album, we decided to, we wanted everything to be as amazing as possible. We wanted to come back looking good as well. So we all did a bit of exercise. I think me and Tom took it the furthest. We were quite obsessive. But it's Christmas time now and it's cold, so you have a bit
fat.
Yeah, you need
to keep us warm over Christmas. I'm getting fat.
What advice would you have for me about the chins? The double chins are my biggest problem because they stick out a lot. How do you get rid of those?
I absolutely have no idea. I don't know what to say to that.
No carbs after 3 o'clock.
I don't do carbs anyway, but it doesn't seem to be... No, I've been on the Atkins for years, but I mean, it gets you to a point and then that's it.
Do you know what? I think it's diet's the hardest part of what, when we were going to the gym and stuff, especially when we're on the road and it's not so hard when we're recording, but now we're promoting and, we're travelling around the place and stopping off at service stations and you have to walk past Burger King and KFC.
All you want is a marshmallow tea cake.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Greggs?
Greggs, yes, I love Greggs. Yeah, that's one hard thing to try and resist. I do enjoy Greggs very much.
Would you tell me that feeling when you go on stage tonight in front of tens of thousands of people and they're all screaming for you and they're hanging on your every word? How does that feel?
Vulnerable.
I don't know. It's awesome. It's it's why we do what we do. We're not in a band to be famous. We're in a band to play music in front of people that enjoy it. So it's awesome.
And for you, that feeling when they're looking at you, because I notice you play to the crowd a lot. You love the audience, don't you?
Yeah, I just sort of, if I'm having a good time, I believe that they'll be having a good time. I just try and get everybody in there to just enjoy themselves, and if they can go away from a McFly show and say that was amazing, I had a really good time, then that's our job done.
It seems really competitive this year. Everybody from the Chelsea Pensioners has got an album out to the wonderful Jane McDonald. I'm sure you're a big fan of her.
Dougie is, yeah.
Have you heard of her Live at the Palladium album?
Yes, I have
On repeat.
You're My World is fabulous, by the way, I've got to tell you.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Have you thought of doing You're My World?
No, but you've just put an idea into my head.
I think a Jay McDonald medley is the future for McFly.
I don't know. I'm so confused, dude. I'm starting to panic. Does everyone know something? I don't.
Am I speaking too quickly?
But I'm being punked, aren't I? Where's Aston? Come on.
Oh, what is it? Is it the hair? What's putting you off? What's confusing your brain?
This person you're talking about. This microphone.
She's a singer.
You've never heard of Jay McDonald?
She was on Loose Women.
I think we met her, yeah.
we've met her loads. Yeah.
She's from Leeds.
God,
Dougie, are you away? What's happening?
I'm terrible with people's names and remembering things.
She's gorgeous. She was a lady off the cruise. Let me describe her. 6 foot tall.
From the cruise thing. Yeah, I know who she is. Yeah.
Right. Do you have to keep reinventing yourself for doing that? That was my point. There's a million albums available right now, and you've got a lot of
Well, I
competition.
think like there's always going to have the new hot band of the moment come through. We were very fortunate to be that band when we first came out 7 years ago. But you're never going to be that band forever, and so I think you can't stress and worry about that. I think the reason why we do try and sort of change and reinvent ourselves from time to time and progress is just that's what bands have to do throughout their career. You go through phases in every aspect of your life, and certainly musically, and so that's kind of where we're at now. I've thought after 7 years, it's our 5th studio album. It just felt like a great time to try and progress and challenge ourselves.
Harry, I don't want to keep harping on about this, but at your sexiest, how sexy was it? Because, without there being a credit card exchange, it very rarely happens for me. So what is it like then when you're at your peak?
Of sexiness?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever considered myself to be sexy, so I wouldn't.
Of course you do.
No. But you know when you...
like, let's just shut up. Oh, sexy, isn't it?
I've never thought I was sexy. I don't think any of us are particularly sexy. I think Danny's maybe considered sexy because of his gravelly voice. So
Really?
Yeah. People have sex. People have sex to my voice.
Well, he's
with his performing and his voice, I think.
That's the grossest thing Danny's ever said.
People told me my voice is like a chain coming off a motorbike.
It's me listening to my own voice.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, go on, Danny. Oh,
You say people, it's just you.
And so you go out there tonight then, and 600 plus girls are going to be begging for you. You could have any one of them. Do you have a little deal where you have number 37, you have number 46? How does it work?
yeah, we pull it out of a hat, don't we?
Is it like a Chinese menu where you just pick what you want?
It's a lucky draw. What's it called? A raffle. You just call the numbers out.
I think if those girls actually knew what we were like and how disgusting we all really are,
They'd love us even more, Dougie. Now we're trying to promote the band here.
if they knew how bad your farts really were.
See, we don't need to lower the tone. You don't know who Jay McDonald is. Now you're talking about farting on the air. This is a BBC. Can't get away with that.
Oh no, sorry. It's like Russell Brand and what's his face?
Oh yeah, there's going to be another inquest, isn't there? I can feel it. We'll all end up on a list somewhere. You don't want to do that. Off this new album, what's your best track then?
My personal favourite is a song called "If You See Kate," which is a very good tune. I personally think the album's very, very good, and I think people should check it out.
Is this about Kate Middleton? Who's it about?
It's not about Kate Middleton. It's actually it's the first song actually we've ever done or had on an album that we didn't write on. So we don't actually know who Kate is. But she makes an appearance in another one of the songs that Tom wrote. So,
and here we go. Let's make some headlines. Then Kate Middleton out of 10.
Out of 10,
She's kind of your type.
yeah, she is my type. Yeah, she's very beautiful.
Out of 10,
I'll give her a 9.
9,
I'll give her an 8.5.
8.5,
I'm going to go with a 10.
10,
I'd go solid 8.
and I'd give her 1. All right. All that just for that. You see what I did there? Hey guys, you can use that one later. Good luck with all your fans, and think of me when you're there with the pick of the crop and I'm left walking home by myself. Good luck with everything to the boys from McFly, then Tom, Danny, Dougie and Harry. Your new album's called
Above the Noise.
And this song is
Shine a Light.